Hi everybody, I'm from unOrdinary and welcome back to another video. I was like, what should I say next? So I said in my last video that I was gonna do a unOrdinary like chapter discussion or something like that. I didn't know for sure how many chapters I would do. I was gonna do that because I expected the series to be over, but apparently the series is not completed yet, but it's okay. So I thought I would just do arc by arc because actually each arc is not that long. The arcs are really just not that long, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, like I made a whole list about the arcs and the name, how many chapters this arcs take and everything. So yeah, I would not have any problem. So just gonna be arc by arc and let's go. So we have the first arc. So chapter 1 through 7, that's the first arc, the beginning. Literally it's named the beginning. We have our prologue 2 and we have episodes 1 to episode 7. So prologue episode 0, that's something like that. I won't lie, it's a discussion. To me, a discussion is literally not going in order of anything. I'm pretty sure that's also what, I don't know what it's, yes, yeah. So I'm not gonna go in order, but I'm trying to tell you what I saw, learned throughout chapters, so you won't really get confused or anything, like be like, oh my god, did it actually happen? I will try my best. So let's go. So in the prologue, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure it's the prologue. It is the prologue. We learned that John, the main character, whose name we learn later on, but in the next chapter, second chapter, whatever, but we don't care. His father used to tell him this story about this man who had powers and helped others with his powers, but apparently he never did anything for himself. Like he helped people, with his power he gave people whatever they wanted. Like he satisfied all their desires or something like that. But with that he ended up dying. But in which I was like, oh no, okay. I was like, that's a weird way to start it, but there are a lot of stories that start like that. Black Clover, for example. But yeah, so just like in Black Clover, I'm pretty sure this is an indication of a future arc, like a future event that will happen. An event that will happen eventually. An event that will happen. An event that will happen eventually in a future arc or something like that. So yeah, and with that we just cut up to scenes of like people fighting over a slice of cakes and challenging each other to fights, and John just being like, oh my god, I wanted a slice of the cake too, but I guess it ain't gonna happen today, John. And also, okay, I have nothing against it, but oh my god, John's jail. Oh god, the hair gel, I don't know, it threw me off. And then the little hair he has sticking on his forehead or something. Like, why so much gel? I didn't see the need to have the gel. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not that he looks bad with it, but it's not my typical anime main character style hair the main character style hair that you see every day, unless you watch what's that series? I forget the series, but I'm gonna put a picture of it up there. What I wanted to say next is that, well, so we learned about John. At least we learned a little bit about John. We learned that in this school where there's abilities, he doesn't have an ability, and with that he is a school cripple. He does have no ability, which is like something that literally finds your status in this world, as John described it. In this world, if you don't have an ability, then you're weak. Nobody cares about you. The strong will not care about you. You die, and that's pretty much it. Even if you have like a good ability, if you cannot match with the queens and whatever, well, you're just another person with ability, which is not that strong as the kings and the queens. So you value, but like there will always be someone stronger than you. So you always have to be stronger than someone. And if you're a king, then you're stronger than everybody else, at least in the school or something. That's what I got from the first few chapters that I read. So John is somebody apparently that gets picked on, and from what I could tell, he knows some form of self-defense. I don't know. He did not specify exactly if he does judo or like, I don't know, some sort of martial arts, but he does fight. We see him fight throughout a few of the chapters. He literally threw somebody out of a window because well, he needed to protect himself, and he was protecting somebody weaker than him, which I thought was really noble. I mean, he is weak, and even if he, like, I don't know, got beat up later, I still think it was a good thing for him to protect someone who was probably a little bit stronger than him. But and I liked it. I like that he did that. Then we have so this guy that John throws out of the window. John has this mouth where he's literally, John has like this mouth where he's like, oh yeah, just because you can, like, I don't know, punch a little bit harder, you think you're better, you think you're stronger than all the kings, like you think you're better than Remy, which is a character, and Arlo, and literally Seraphine, who is a god. And he's like, yeah, that guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna make you eat those words. And well, John takes him and throws him out of a window, because it was the easiest way for John to deal with him. And I'm telling you, so I would not lie, I did read this in 2016, and even back then, I knew that John was gonna be powerful. There's just no way that he was gonna leave, that he still had a confidence he had with the power he says he doesn't have. You know that is not possible, but like, it just seemed unlikely. I don't want to say this, it sounds weird or whatever, but literally he fears for his life. That's clear. He literally says always, oh no, I fear for my life. Like before, like in the chapter where he was going to the bathroom, the first chapter when he asked to go to the bathroom, there were literally guys shooting kamehamehas at each other, and he ran away fearing for his life, you know. Literally, they're like blowing up walls, and I don't see no teachers complaining. I see no teachers complaining. I wish I could blow up a wall, and I had no teacher complaining, but whatever. That's pretty much it. So apparently that's pretty much just like the first few episodes, the first few chapters. Like, we still have, what else do we have? So there's this doctor who is apparently used to seeing John around, like John, because apparently John always does this kind of thing. He always gets hurt, and so the doctor has to treat him and everything. Also, I don't know what the hell the juice the doctor gives that can cure people in 3 hours, like I don't know, that can help him get a little bit better within 3 hours. But bro, that's amazing. Yeah, we have things like, how can I explain? It's kind of weird because I feel like the only adult that I saw helping the kids, like, I don't know, not do something, was the doctor so far. From the spoilers I have seen, because I love my spoilers, the teachers apparently do not do anything to stop a student, like to stop a fight in itself. And the only doctor I saw trying to stop those two guys blowing kamehamehas out of each other was the doctor. So that was kind of surprising to me. I thought at least the teachers, like, I don't know, help students who were being hurt by these other stronger students, but apparently that's not it. Also, this same guy who literally was thrown out of the window, dude is shaking. He's shaking, but he's like talking to Seraphine and being all like, oh yeah, you think just because I'm a little bit stronger you can actually defeat me? Yeah, look, you can just give up right now and I won't do anything. Just let me beat up this pipsqueak next to me, and everything will be fine. But of course, Seraphine beat him up. So there's another thing, Seraphine. So Seraphine apparently is one of the strongest people in the school. We got that from John. He literally said that Seraphine is almost like a god. And then and him and Seraphine are friends. Now I do not understand how the hell that friendship happened, but from the little flashback I saw, I don't know if from the little flashback we saw in this first arc, when John first got here and he was asked about his ability, he said he didn't have any, and from that moment on he already knew that this school was just like the rest of the world, because John also said that to get to this school, to the Wellstone Academy or high school, I said academy or high school, I don't know if it's a Wellstone High School, I think it's a Wellstone Academy, the entrance exam was really tough. He had to study a lot, and he even lost a lot of sleep. But once he got there, started his first day, it was okay. From the moment he was asked about his ability and said he didn't have any, the school became just like the rest of the world. The strong hated the weak, and the weak had to fear the strong. that was pretty much it. So in that same flashback, we see John almost get like beat up by these students, and he asks Seraphine, and Seraphine just like looks away and walks away, like being like, that's none of my business. But I don't know exactly who won in that fight. So from what I would probably say that who won or who did something was John, because from what I understand from the relationship is that Seraphine finds John interesting in some way. She sees John as not just one of those weakling people who, I don't know, lick the strong's feet. Okay, so because John literally, he stands his ground. He's like, oh yeah, you're gonna fight. I'm gonna fight back. I'm just gonna beg for my life. I am gonna fight back. If you don't want to talk, then I will have to fight back. Maybe that's what made Seraphine like at the beginning be a little bit interested in him. But John to me right now seems like a good person so far. I mean, he tried to help somebody who is not as strong as him, and he really just doesn't want to cause trouble. He as he said, he lives an ordinary life. At least he tries to live an ordinary life, but we all know that's not true. Okay, main characters will have that cash like, oh no, I'm the son of the demon lord. Oh no, I got isekai here and now I have to learn to live in here. Oh no, the shield protects me. I don't know, like, oh no, I become a yellow octopus. That also happens in the anime. So oh no, I ate the devil for anime protagonists. Anime protagonists always have something. Okay, so yeah. After that, apparently, so I cannot say after that. So that's pretty much a few chapters. We also are introduced in the same chapter about a group called Amber. So Amber is this group who I don't know, kills vigilantes from what I can tell, or kills people in general, and then puts their emblem or their mark, their logo or whatever, emblem, mark, are those technically the same thing to represent, because they represent something, right? So yeah, he puts their mark in the person's body, well, so people can know that it's them who did it. And in that chapter, a really interesting conversation occurred. So after that, in this chapter, John is saying something along those lines like, we weak people have to be always scared of stronger people, because they can beat us up. They can, I don't know, literally control a little bit of our lives. And Seraphine asks, are you considering me one of those people? And John is like, oh no, I'm not exactly talking about you. And well, she kind of gets annoyed with that. She kind of gets mad because she thinks that John maybe thinks of her as one of those people, but I don't think so. But then in the same chapter, so the vigilante that died, she said something along the line, wow, and they call themselves heroes. And she's like, these people should really just mind their own business. Why would they go fight when they're not even strong? And John is like, but they were trying to keep us safe. And Seraphine says something along the lines of, do you feel safe now that he's gone? And John did not answer, because even if he was alive, John maybe didn't feel safe, because the world wasn't this. Even with him alive, the world was the same as always. Like, there was really no difference to John. But and then it's quite fun. But and then we have that's pretty much it. I don't know what I was going to say. So literally the first chapter just to establish a few, like, for example, to see the dynamic between John and Seraphine's relationship, and to show the hierarchy on the school. Like, there's the top, the kings and the queens, and then we have the rest, who are also powerful but not as powerful as the high tier people. It's literally how I can tell this world is all based on this intense hierarchy. Okay, so there's the ones from above are the best, while the ones for the weak are just the rest. That's pretty much what this world is. The world is giving me vibe of right now. I don't really have much to say right now. I actually expected them to explain a little bit more about the community there, like I can see the type of society that they have, but like, I don't know, maybe I wanted a little bit more of ability explanation, how exactly, like, how these ones just have many ability, like levitate, like there's such a thing as creating water or whatever. I just wanted to see the types of it, but I think it's okay. Maybe it's a little too early to explain that, but I just wanted to to see a little bit more about that. Overall, 7 chapters, I won't lie, they were good. I mean, the artwork was good, characters designs were fine. Just, John, do something about your hair, please. Get the protagonist's hair real quick. That is not a protagonist's hair. Overall, 7 chapters, I thought it was okay. It was the beginning arc, so I will not give it a rating. Maybe it's a 4 or something, but it was okay. I wanted to see more about the world, maybe, I don't know. Like, I didn't want them to give me just the world like that. From John's point of view, we saw a lot about the world, so I'm waiting to see other people's point of view about the world, like Seraphine, for example. She's so strong. I want to see her point of view. I want to see different points of view of the world for other people, because that would be really interesting. Actually be really, really interesting. I don't know if I covered everything. At least it was the things that interested me more in the story, which was kind of good. I want to see how, because I'm telling you, John is gonna come John's just gonna come and be like, oh yeah, I'm like this demon's lord's son, so I have like 9,000 IQ, 9,000 power. My power goes over 9,000 or whatever power scheme thing. So I'm not just saying he's gonna be a demon lord, but I'm just saying, like, John's gonna surprise. I'm pretty sure he does have an ability. Even when I first read it, I also had the same thought, and I'm positive he's gonna have an ability and he's gonna be like super strong. And I'm pretty sure some people know it, and of course others don't. But from what I can tell, John suffered. I mean, oh my god, he even needed to learn to fight. I mean, he probably suffered a lot. And that is pretty much it. I don't know when, but I'm gonna be reading chapters 8 to 12, which is what's the name of the arc? Makarov Mall arc or something along those lines. Episodes 8 to 12 in webtoon, or I don't know if you're reading whatever other site, but in the webtoon, in the app or site webtoon, it's chapters 8 to 12. And I'm from unOrdinary, and that's pretty much my discussion, which wasn't really a discussion. I'm pretty sure it was a discussion of chapters 1 to 7 on unOrdinary. Ciao.